Very good morning, children. Welcome to the social science class. I hope you all are fine and safe. Today we are going to see Unit 5 in Geography, Biosphere. Already we have seen three spheres, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and today we are going to see the fourth sphere called Biosphere. So it is one of the four layers of the earth. So this biosphere, it is a supporting layer that exists on the earth's surface. So it includes both the flora and fauna. Flora in the sense plants, and fauna animals. So that live on the earth's surface. So the area in which animal, plant and microorganisms lives is called habitat, and the wide variety of plants and animals live in a particular habitat, particular place is called biodiversity. First we are going to see about ecosystem. An ecosystem is a community where all living organisms that live and interact with one another, and also their non-living environments such as land, soil, air, water, etc. So it ranges from a very small size like a bark of a tree and to the very large size also. Okay, so this ecosystem, it has three main components, that is abiotic components, biotic components and energy component. So abiotic components, it includes all the non-living and inorganic physical and chemical factors, for example land, air, water, calcium, iron, these minerals all comes under abiotic components. Next is about biotic components. This includes plants and animals and also microorganisms. So it is also classified into three categories. The first one is producers, which means it is a self-nourishing components, that is why it's called autotrophs, because it produces the food by itself. Okay, like plants, algae, bacteria. See, plants and all doesn't depend, it produces by itself. Consumers, the next one is they are depend on producers. These consumers, they depend for their food for the consumers, whether directly or indirectly. So it is also called heterotrophs. Next one is decomposer. Okay, so these are the organisms that is incapable, they are not capable of preparing their own food, so it live on the dead and decaying plants and animals. So it is also called saprotrophs. Example, fungus, mushrooms and all. Now we are going to see about biomes. Biome, it is a geographical extensive ecosystem where both the flora and fauna are found collectively. So these are also classified into two types, terrestrial biomes and aquatic biomes. First we'll see about the terrestrial biomes. This terrestrial biomes is group of living organisms that live and interact with one another on the land. Terrestrial means land. So it is also classified into 5 types. The first one is tropical forest biomes, tropical savanna biomes, desert biomes, temperate grassland biomes, tundra biomes. The first one is tropical forest biomes. So it is comprised of the evergreen rainforest and seasonal deciduous forest. So it's like a forest area. Okay, the main example are Amazon basin, Congo basin, Indonesian basin. So these are the places where very dense forests are seen. Okay, so major trees found here are rubber, bamboo, ebony, and birds found here are bats, and animals like jaguars, elephants, monkeys, all the animals will be found in this tropical forest biomes. Next one is tropical savanna, which means grassland biomes. Here it is generally found between the tropical forest and desert areas. So here the grass which grow very tall and very sharp. So main occupation of the people found here is herding, maybe goat herding, right? So they are called nomadic. Wherever plants they find the grasses, they move from one place to another, so they are called nomadic. So the common animals will be found here are lion, leopard, tiger, zebra, giraffe, etc. Okay, so lemongrass, Rhodes grass, red Rhodes grass are found in this tropical savanna biomes. Next is about desert biomes. So desert biomes, it is usually found in the western margins of the continents between 20 degree and 30 degree Celsius, 20 degree and 30 degree north and south latitudes. So here the annual rainfall will be very less. It's about 25 centimeter, less than 25 centimeter. So due to lack of rainfall, cultivation is very much limited there. So tribal people, they'll practice food gathering and hunting for their livelihood. So transportation becomes very difficult here. So mostly it would be carried by camels only. Reptiles, snakes, lizards, scorpions are commonly found in this place. Okay, so next we are going to see about the temperate grassland biomes. It is an open grassy plants. It consists of grassy plants that are populated with many trees and all. Next is about tundra biomes. It consists of small shrubs, grasses and small trees, etc. Next is about aquatic biomes. So this is the second one. The first one we have seen terrestrial biomes. Under this only we have seen 5 major categories. And next is about aquatic biomes. Aquatic biomes is a group of living organisms that live and interact with one another, and its aquatic environment for nutrients and shelter. So it has the contact with the aquatic, which means water, right? So it is also classified into freshwater biomes and marine biomes. Freshwater means it comprises of land, pond, rivers, streams, wetlands. These are called freshwater. Okay, so the common animals found here are salmon, fishes, turtles, crocodiles. Okay, so humans, we rely on the freshwater biomes for drinking water. We rely on these things only, no children. Lakes, ponds, river only. So fresh water is important for us. Next one is marine biomes. So these are the very largest aquatic biomes on the earth. They are continuous bodies of salt water. It will be providing a wide range of habitat for marine plants and animals. So it covers of the ocean and seas. So humans use aquatic biomes for food, water and leisure activities. Also, some of the threats and issues that we found in these aquatic biomes are overfishing. See, fishing is good. Because of fishing only we get fishes for our food and all. But overfishing, that become a very great threat for this aquatic biome, and pollution and rise in sea level. See, many testing and all is done under the sea only. So many things are polluted, many organisms loses their life, living organisms. So pollution and rise in sea level, due to this testing and all, sea level has been increased. So these are the major threats the aquatic biomes found. Okay, so it is our duty to conserve all this nature's gift. Okay, so man's duty to conserve and take care of the earth and make it to a better place for living. Okay, so there are 18 biosphere reserves in India. So in this chapter we have seen about the biosphere. It is a thin layer on or above or beneath the earth's surface. Okay, so we have seen about 3 major components: biotic component, abiotic components and energy component. So the biotic components is classified into producers, consumers and decomposers. Okay, biomes are classified into terrestrial and aquatic biomes. Okay, biosphere, it has to be conserved and it is to be considered as an asset to the planet Earth. Okay, here the lesson gets over, children. I hope you would have understand this. Thank you.